Hello, Narnach here, and welcome back to Path of Exile, The Awakening. This is Warbands, and today we are going to the marketplace. So, since we're now in Act 3 and a bit more stable with gear, I put some nice looking looks on my gear. And I think something through the trap, yeah. Perpetus. Yeah. Okay. I got a bear trap there, couldn't move, but apparently I could flame dash out of it, so that was good, because that was a pretty bad encounter. So as I was saying, just put some shiny things on my gear. It's still the same, just looks nicer. Armor-wise, I think underneath this is a great helmet, and so I had a witch with a big bucket on her head, and that just looked awful. Don't want a witch with a bucket on her head. So things are getting more deadly. Also, my fire resistance is pretty poor. Also, we have a curse now. Let's think about using it. If it takes more damage, then that's a very nice win. Okay. So let's see how lucky we get with the sewer spawn. Oh, that's a chromatic. There's another queen up there. A blue queen, okay. Cursing them with flammability works. So I threw out the Vaal skills since I was not actually using them. And I also threw out the mines because I wasn't actively using those either. So I got a slightly more focused version of this build. I think they're making me walk the long way home to the sewers. Not quite home, just the long way to my goal. I love that flame totem.
A moment of your time.
Hey, the lazy assassin.
Yet as luck would have it, kill this selfish malcontent and do it with all.
Okay, kill targets if necessary, if we encounter the target. Level is large and convoluted enough that I'm not gonna walk back if we can't find the target. But if we are lucky enough to find something, we might as well kill it. So let's ID this one. It casts Firestorm. Okay, let's reroll. Oh, sorry. Reforge, sorry. 3 magic monsters, 3 additional rares. I approve of this. Okay, so flammability and then just start bouncy balling like crazy. I think that flame totem caught a lot of flack here, which is good. Better the flame totem than me. So. And I see a target on the minimap. Oh, the assassination target. So that's actually pretty close. That's useful. And it's if you have to walk too far, it's no fun. And this is supposed to be a relatively quick gank. Ooh, summoner. At least I saw animated statues. Okay, so let's pick some stuff up.
Too much clutter.
Too much clutter, yep. So where's the Virici? Okay, I'm just gonna pause this, hand in stuff, do some shopping, and then I'll see you in the sewers. And we're back. So the rares were nothing to write home about, unfortunately. And we found a stash, so that's let's get out of those charger things range. And then we can loot the stash for statue number 1. Okay, I think that's actually the last thing we needed to do here. We can just move on to the next area. Let's take bossy. Nothing a little flammability can't solve. And that's the warehouse sewers. Nice. So I believe it's the warehouse sewers that have the waypoint. Yeah, that's good.
Seems they've been sad for a very long time.
Those chargers give you about 2 seconds to get the heck out before they do their damage. Undying alchemists, they hurt quite a bit if you let them. Especially when they're bossy. Getting back to the crematorium. Ah, loose. No stash, this is going nicely. Undying blockage, okay, that means if we go here, then there's a waypoint over there. Okay, then we can look for upstairs. Yeah, okay, so those are just gratings. Not actual staircases. So even if you have a loot filter on, if you hold Alt, it will still show you the items, but still with the visible parts of the loot filter applied. So in the all the way at the bottom of your loot filter, if you there set to hide all items that haven't been explicitly shown by the loot filter before, You can also say, okay, now make the background color very light, or do something with it. So if you hold Alt, then in my case I picked the background color to be transparent. So you only see the name, but there's a very faint outline of the box around it. So it's not going to take up as much visual attention if you are trying to pick up, because I also have Alt to actually pick up items. It's a nice quality of life change. Let's see, guarded by 3 magic monsters, 4 items, a stream of monsters, and it costs Ice Nova. Okay, well, let's put this one down here. Okay, so something is trying to be painful. Wow. They hurt. They really hurt. Do they have suicidal tendencies or something? Ah, they cause discharge. Okay. They probably have some kind of crazy setup going for that. Okay, that was the last one, and except for a 4-socket hat and a 4-socket armor, there is nothing interesting here. Okay. Let's see. Assign all skills. Ooh, getting close to the last fire node, and I actually have to think about what I want to do again with my skill points. And there's something here, but that's a den. That means Torah is around somewhere. This Haku always has the decency to just stand next to the dungeon he wants you to go in. For Torah, you always end up finding the dungeon first. And then afterwards it's like, okay, now I have to find her. Or in reverse, then you find Torah after you've cleared the entire map except for where the dungeon is. Then you have to backtrack. Warehouse district. So I don't think there was actually anything to do right here, except for find the exit. Level is this 26, I'm 28, okay, we're still on level. That is positive. Looking for an exit. Oh, there. Over here. Most of the time you just head up to the northwest. Wow. My game is freezing. That's not good. What? Is there a nasty lag spike or something? This isn't right. Just gonna keep those stats up there for a bit. Oh, just if you hit F1 again now, you have this interesting spike up there. So what the heck is happening here? I have no idea. Latency is solid, but this doesn't look like solid gameplay. Okay. Stay close to the turret. The turret is going to protect me. I have no clue what's happening here.
The Gem Gentile are an infestation. They are the Monkey King's fleas that drink of your lifeblood. Crush them in your work-forged hands.
It's interesting, just the random tidbits of lore. And it actually has become a lot more accessible with the voiceovers. And that they also start just continue playing after you walk away. That's probably one of the biggest niceties here. Before you had to stand there and just read and wait, and now it's just you can continue playing the game while the lore plays, which is a nice thing. So far so good, and no weird freeze-ups. Might have been some very nasty server-side lag. That's of course always a possibility. If they're doing something very creative over there, or just something spiky. Those are yellows, right? Yeah. Okay, dead end. This is also blocked, but there's an exit out of here. Dead end. Okay, so we run back this way. Let's just pop a turret down to burn this race. Also, I think I picked up a unique bow, didn't I? Let's identify that before I forget. So it's a quill rain. Some dex, some attack speed, some attack accuracy, projectile speed, and less damage. So it attacks twice as fast, but it does half the damage to balance it. That's the third unique item I found so far in this playthrough. Okay, let's kill some things to refill my flask charges. So that's the corner, yep. Let's see if this building has an exit somewhere else. Ooh. Flask charges. I mean, enemies. And that's skull breakers. And that's a flame lord. He's a bit more angry than. Red Blade Raiders.
Too much clutter.
Okay, I'll be back quickly after selling some things. And here I am again, with an empty inventory ready to be filled up with loot. Lots and lots of loot. Let's have a. This is covered up, okay. That was also covered up, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is a dead end. That's basically the conclusion. So let's head that way. There's another building here that we haven't scouted. It has an exit in the back. And that's the marketplace. Sweet. Let's see how close the waypoint is. Most of the time I've had luck going upwards here. Then you get the fight with the big statue. I think it's Marseilles. Strongbox. It costs Firestone. Magic item and Firestone. Okay. They really want their Firestone. Okay. There was something yellow over there. Market sewers. Well, I'm actually not interested in those right now. Yellow. Let's drive them apart with a frost wall, and we have another one. Also with no interesting loot. Okay, so there's a small path up there. Yeah, this path. There's Marseilles somewhere. Not just regular statues. Okay. 29. That's also a thing. Good. Extra fire damage, burn damage, all the good stuff in life. Ah, there. Yeah, Marseilles did the face. Superior recurve. And then we have a waypoint. And that's the goal for today's episode reached. So next episode we go back into the sewers to grab the last of the statues. And then we walk onwards towards here to talk with Lady Diala, ducks and all the good stuff. But that is for the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.